welcome to this very special edition of Emerging India. We bring this season to an end with an action-packed show that brings to light India's nuclear potential. Now that the nuclear agenda is on a roll, an estimated $150 billion worth of investments is likely for the sector in the coming few years. So is India in gear to leave a mark on the global nuclear map? Our science editor Pallav Bagla unveils all the new technologies and takes you to the heart of the Indian atomic energy program. On the show today, we discuss India's nuclear potential with S.K. Jain, the CMD of the Nuclear Power Corporation of India. And we bring you India's latest nuclear technology with never-before-seen images of the fast breeder reactor, the only one of its kind being made in the world.
Welcome to this very special edition of Emerging India. In this edition, we take you into the very heart of atomic energy in India. Atoms to electricity. Electricity that will power India's economy. India's growing energy need is likely to be met with nuclear power. And in nuclear power, there is every likelihood that private players will play a major role, not as utility owners, but as vendors and suppliers. Vendors and suppliers who will give equipment not only for the 10, 20 or 30,000 megawatts which India plans, but also as suppliers for global companies where India and the other companies will be exporting to the world over as there is nuclear renaissance. A nuclear sunrise, a global resurgence of nuclear power, and India is clearly part of the resurgence. The evidence can be found on the coast of the Bay of Bengal. Here, the world's only fast breeder reactor is under construction. This indigenous reactor will be powered mainly by plutonium, and what makes this reactor unique is the fact that it will churn out more fuel than it consumes. That's why it's called a breeder reactor. With this reactor, India enters a select club. Only 3 other countries, Russia, France, and the USA, have similar technology. It gives India access to a critical input, uranium. India has already imported uranium from the French nuclear giant Areva, and now the government is all set to import nuclear reactors from France, America, and Russia in deals that could add up to $150 billion. But all that's in the future. The reality today is a huge shortage of nuclear fuel. To assess firsthand, we traveled to the very first reactors that India built. I'm in the control room of the nuclear reactor at Rajasthan, the real nursery where nuclear engineers in India learned the art of making pressurized heavy water reactors. Both units here at RAPS 1 and 2 are shut down. Hopefully RAPS 2 will start when the imported fuel comes in. The fuel which will be coming because of the culmination of the Indo-US civilian nuclear deal. The first tangible outcome. India is impatient for results. The impatience stems from insecurity. A third of India's energy needs are met through import. And those needs are mounting as the economy trots ahead. Today, more than half of all energy is generated from coal. A third comes from oil and gas. Nuclear energy is a minuscule 3%. The government hopes to change the equation. The aim is to generate 63,000 megawatts of nuclear power by the year 2033. And by 2050, India plans to meet a quarter of its power needs through nuclear energy. But the immediate task is to get the private sector excited and involved.
Be ready that this growth is bound to take place. This growth is bound to take place both for catering to the domestic nuclear energy program but also for catering to the global demands. And in that sense, you can visualize India becoming an important supplier, nuclear equipment supplier for global market.
It's not as though the government plans to take a backseat. The state-owned Nuclear Power Corporation of India, which happens to be the sole supplier of nuclear energy right now, will ramp up from its 17 nuclear reactors today. Are you excited about the future of nuclear energy?
Oh yes, I think this is the century of nuclear power. As you see, there's a real shortage of fossil fuels all over the world. The fossil fuels are depleting, and the next era is going to be of the nuclear era, and this nuclear power is highly eco-friendly. As you must have heard about the global warming, there is no such problem in case of nuclear power.
So you are very excited about the possibility of nuclear power increasing.
See, as you see, at present our installed capacity is in India about 1,30,000 megawatt, and this is likely to be around 5 lakh megawatts in the by 2050. So this kind of additional power, if it has to come through the normal fossil fuels, the kind of fossil fuels you require, you can imagine.
On its part, the private sector sees the opportunity loud and clear.
It's not the question of India. Globally, we are needed, because otherwise all the manufacturing and other facilities will go to China. I don't think